There's a reason that I'm not the music director. I could play Mary Had a Little Lamb, but not a whole lot more. Music forms the central core of the church and its worshiping life. And if Lutherans have the small catechism, then what Methodists have is really the basis and foundation of a lot of the way that the faith was transmitted was in music and was in hymnody. The organ has formed largely the life, the heart of any church, and so it's appropriate that it's called an organ. We in Christ Church have two instruments which guide and lead us through worship, but they haven't always been the instruments that were originally here or originally used. So the current piano we have, which came into the church's possession around 1990, 1991, is a Steinway & Sons grand piano, and just recently has gone through major refurbishment, so it should be good for another 100 years. Beautiful instrument that we have here that is used with the choir and in worship and music and meditation, and also for other events that we've held in the church. An upright piano was used in this space prior to that, which is now the piano that I believe is in the family room of the church. Now the organ, when there was first an organ, when the church moved here into the first sanctuary, was an electric organ, and that is long gone. But then when this sanctuary space was built, the original organ was installed by the Delaware Organ Company, and it comprised of only one closet full of pipes. So these screens that you see here behind me, this is always interesting to do, is where the pipes live. And I know there's people that say, well, why can't we see them? There's other places in other churches where the pipes are exposed. Those actually, most times, are ornamental and not actually the pipes themselves. And as you will see in future visits we're doing around Christ Church, it's not the prettiest thing to look at, but very functional. But that original organ only used one of these two side closets with pipes, and so it was a little small as an instrument, but it's what the budget could manage at the time that this sanctuary space was built. Well, finally, in the mid-2000s, 2005 or so, it was deemed that the church could finally fill out its organ. It had come into the possession of another set of pipes from Schlicker organ, I believe, from Orchard Park, and that could fill the second of the pipe closets, and then those could be revoiced. And so the Arison organ came into being in the life of the church, and finally the vision that was first here to have an organ that really could fill this space was fulfilled by Niagara Organ Works, who built that organ and voiced it out. And one of the proprietors of Niagara Organ Works now serves as the organist and music director of Christ Church. That is Paul Staley. So here is the Arison organ right here. And Paul will be joining me this week as we explore some of the pipe closets. And so you can see another space that probably few, if any, people have seen here at Christ Church, where music continues to form the central core of our worshiping life together. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this helps you appreciate the instruments here in Christ Church a little more.